Right, I've got a twisted spine and a slanted pelvis, which makes one of my legs longer than the other. I had that in a fall.
Right.
I was very drunk. And I've got B12. It's a pernicious anemia, so I have to have an injection for life, and it's
Right.
to do with the blood.
Right.
So I get a lot of fatigue. I get a lot of brain fog, memory. You know, just I can speak to you, and then probably an hour later I won't even remember what I've said to you or what I've wrote down.
Right.
So my life's really hectic and crazy, and it's just.
All right. Okay. Okay.
And fibromyalgia, and I smoke. So if you could just tell that.
Just fix all of that.
Everything,
as well.
really.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Well,
20 quid worth. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's all right, isn't it? Hey, just in the next few minutes.
You're allergic to anti-inflammatories?
Yeah, I can't take anti-inflammatories, so like the pain, because fibro is like about your muscles, so I get a lot of pain. And I can only do cocodamol and stuff like that, so it's pretty good.
All right, okay, let's see what we can do.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you.
Yeah, and when I sit, if you can see, if I sit like that, I'm offline, everything's off.
Right.
So it's like, I can't, I have to lay on this bed on this side, and I normally get a really dry patch here because I can't lay that way because of the way this side is.
Right, so I need you just to stand there. Stand facing that way. We're going to work on the spine first. Yeah, cool. I'm just going to move the chair out of the way now. Right. Cool. God bless. So no sooner do I just ask for prayer, I ask for healing for Nicola, that's it. All my requests go directly to God, because that's the way I've developed. What can you sense happening, Nicola?
I've got a feeling in my chest.
Yep.
It's like energy kind of just residing in my chest.
Yep.
But I feel a bit wobbly, but I only do that when I've got my eyes shut.
Yep. Clapping's a dispersal of energy. Now, through the years that I've done this, I have asked so many times, can't I just lay on my hands? Can't I just lay on my hands? No. Partly it's so that you guys can see what's happening. Partly it's for me so that I know when the healing is complete. And partly is because it's actually faster this way, because they're using my hands magnetically. They charge my hands, and then my hands can actually pull stuff out the auric field as well. So there's different reasons why they do the different gestures they do. Now anyone can learn to do this healing. They've trained me not just as a healer, they told me right from the day one, you're a healer and a teacher. My job is to teach other people to do what they've taught me to do. Not everybody can tune into Spirit World to receive the guidance that they've given me, but on a weekend workshop you can all get your body, your hands moved by Spirit. I've run many workshops now, and I haven't had anybody go through the training and not feel themselves moved by Spirit. So we start on the first day with an exploration of the self. You need to understand who you are. You cannot transcend what you do not know, and so to transcend the self and experience who you truly are, you have to understand the nature of the self, or the ego, the self you have created within you this lifetime. And so morning of day one on the workshop, that's what we explore. We explore who you are and who you're not. And I'll take you into a space where you can talk to Spirit World guides, where you can access your own soul. I'll take you into a place, a transcendental state, where you are experiencing yourself as one with everything. You'll still be able to think, you'll still be able to make sense of the words coming out of my mouth, but you'll experience yourself as one with everything as well. And that's all in the morning. Then we start to work with the entities, either in small groups or in pairs, to start having our bodies moved by the spirit doctors. Now what's happening for you, Nicola? What can you feel?
Yeah, like here,
Yep.
I'm getting like a twinge.
Yep.
I think that's just about where the twist is.
It is. And you'll see with Nicola that when I was working up at the top of the neck, that's where she could feel it. And now I'm working here, she can feel it there again. All right, God bless. This is a lump of energy that's being taken down to ground. When it gets to the earth, Gaia, it doesn't harm Gaia in any way. Gaia doesn't have any belief systems like we do, so she just receives it all as good energy. Right, now just walk around a little bit for me, see how that feels.
Right, definitely see it feels better.
Yeah.
I don't feel as twisted because I
Yep,
tend
and
to
then stand facing that way again. So sometimes when the surgeon's in me, he's a little bit... Can you see she's standing up straighter?
Yeah.
Yeah? So your posture's looking better already. There we go. So all the gestures you see me do is the spirit surgeons. I never think, oh, I'll just stamp my foot or I'll just make a sound. I'm just literally an instrument and they do whatever is required. There we go. You can feel yourself stretching now, eh?
yeah. Like someone's going like that on me, eh?
Yeah. Can you imagine we have some funny looks when we're in a motel room doing this kind of healing?
Oh, I just went all dizzy then.
Right, okay, another walk around.
Wow.
That's looking better, isn't it?
Wow. So I always have to go like that.
Yeah.
Let it spring back.
Even standing better.
How's that feeling?
I love you. Well, I'm sorry about that.
And the surgeons will be working on all the different conditions that you've said. Alright, so while we come to these events, they're working on all of you guys, everybody in the audience, everybody gets worked on. Sometimes it's not in the order that you want. You might want a particular thing fixing and they're working on something else. There we go. And I can honestly say that working with the spirit doctors, they've helped in all areas of my life. Relationships, finances, health, everything. Yeah. One of the things that we've a tendency to do is we've a tendency to ask God for help and then fiddle with it a bit ourselves just because we don't trust God to fix it. If you ask God to help in any area of your life, then you've to let it go. You've to let God fix it for you. Yeah? Alright, another walk around. That's feeling a lot better.
Wow. No pulling on this side like I want to go left. Wow. I don't want to run up to you and jump on you like that.
It's say yes please.
I'm going to take a run in. I think it's that rice has kicked in. Wow.
you want a cigarette then?
Ask me in about half an hour.
All right. How's that feeling?
Yeah,
Feels good?
yeah.
Yeah, cool. I think they might have done that.
Thank you.
It looks
Cool.
straighter.
Yeah, you're welcome.